David Rohde, we want to turn now to your new reporting about acting DNI Bill Pulte and some of, disturbing early moves. Tell us what you and our colleague Vaughn Hilliard have found.
Yeah, it was great reporting by Vaughn. So he heard from an official that firings have begun in the ODNI. That's the office that Bill Pulte is now temporarily leading. It's the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. And the most important thing here is that Trump administrations are going to fire dozens of people because they're suspected of being members of the so-called deep state. This is the classic Trump move, which is sort of, demonize and distract people, demonize and distract. And it's this allegation that these officials weren't sort of providing full intelligence to the officials above them. So I guess that means Tulsi Gabbard was letting dozens of deep state actors, we're nearly 2 years into this administration, well, year and a half, and somehow Tulsi didn't notice them. Former intelligence officials said this was absurd, this allegation. And it's essentially, and they also asked, well, I guess that means that John Ratcliffe, the CIA director, is missing all these deep state actors in the CIA. It's Pulte trying to please his boss by playing into President Trump's conspiracy theories. And, of course, the biggest conspiracy theory will be Pulte talking about elections and trying to prove Trump's false claim that the 2020 election was stolen. And then Democrats have been saying how much they fear Pulte's going to try to, interfere and use his powers. Tulsi Gabbard went down, seized ballot boxes and other things in Georgia, that he'll somehow do the same thing before, during, or after the midterm elections.
What's your read on Bill Pulte's endgame here? What is he seeking, since Trump has already said that, he's temporary, but he's coming in like a wrecking ball and just trying to gain favor with the big boss and destroy any norms or any semblance of, independent thought at the intelligence agencies?
Again, the whole creation of this job, the Director of National Intelligence, was because there wasn't coordination before the invasion of Iraq. Weapons of mass destruction, thousands of Americans, tens of thousands of Iraqis dying. There wasn't coordination and sharing of information before 9/11. 3,000 Americans were killed. And it's not perfect. You should be very skeptical of, secret intelligence activities. But I do believe there's public servants, Mark Polymeropoulos, who was just on the earlier show, who are serving the country in these jobs. And it's just the fear of President Trump that you see across his cabinet. So Pulte's trying to impress Donald Trump, his boss. He's acting. He'll never get confirmed by the Senate. And I guess he's just trying to please the president and hope for a better
But Trump
job.
has delayed his replacement pick because he wants the Save America Act passed, which the Senate has said they can't. So therefore, not going anywhere. So therefore, Pulte is in charge, at least for a while, even though by law, to be head of DNI, you have to have extensive experience in the intel community. He has exactly zero. But yet he's making sweeping changes to that department already. MS Now, senior national security reporter David Rohde, thank you. Thank you for that reporting.